After a meteoric rise from a website that was known in part for personality quizzes, that eventually becoming a Pulitzer Prize winner. BuzzFeed News announced last month that it's shutting down. The move came as tech companies around the world confront what our next guest says is the end of this digital media age. And joining us now, the founding editor of BuzzFeed News, the co-founder of Semafor, our friend Ben Smith. He's also the author of a brand new book. It's titled Traffic, Genius, Rivalry, and Delusion in the billion-dollar race to go viral. Ben, great to see you this morning. Congrats again on the book. So talk to us about that race to go viral, what it means for media and politics.
Yeah, I mean, I think, what I was, as you said, sort of right in the middle of this for years. And I think what was fun for me and interesting for me with the book was to go back and look at kind of this period in the early aughts when these very ambitious, kind of visionary characters were trying to figure out what this new internet would be. And actually, I mean, when we're talking about politics, one of the things that really everybody thought it would be was a progressive, democratic-leaning space that would help elect Barack Obama. Mm-hmm. I mean, that was sort of, I think, the sort of implicit assumption of the early internet, and sometimes explicit. Obama visited Facebook early on because it was obvious that, like, Facebook was a place that was going to help Democrats. And I think one of the really interesting stories is how much that changed and how, instead of the Obama election being in some ways the peak of that world, it was the Trump election 8 years later.
So talk to us about that, the idea that it's conservative forces in so many ways have run roughshod, have dominated things like Facebook and other sites. And do you see that as a trajectory will there be a course correction, or do you think that's where we are? Well,
I think, when I went back, it was a lot of the figures who really would go on to kind of dominate conservative media, Andrew Breitbart, Steve Bannon, among others, were around in this early, what kind of we who were there thought of as kind of a progressive-leaning scene. And we're there and we're learning. And actually, internet media was a really good fit for kind of Donald Trump's right-wing populism. It was always kind of anti-establishment, but the sort of anti-establishment of Barack Obama liberalism was not willing to go as far as the sort of Steve Bannon, Donald Trump conservatism. But I actually think what's happening, what you see now, and I mean, I hate the BuzzFeed story, and it's part of it, is these platforms ultimately found news too toxic. A lot of users find these platforms too toxic and don't like consuming news on Facebook, on Twitter anymore. And so that whole ecosystem is sort of going away. And I think people are trying to figure out, what's next. I think it's harder for things. Things don't really go viral the way they used to. People listen to their podcasts, they watch a television show, they read newsletters. It's diminishingly that there's one huge central space where one speech, one dress that might be white and gold or black and blue just goes everywhere.
Yeah, and so we do see more siloed now than ever before. One of, the driving central media outlets, has been Fox News. And you are one of our sharpest minds on the media. You obviously wrote about it for the New York Times for a long time. Give us just your assessment as where things stand right now for Fox, which carries so much influence in the Republican Party now, in this moment, post-Tucker Carlson.
I think, it's remarkable, and their ratings are way down, from 3 million a night to like under 2. I guess I tend to think that we who are obsessing about the media story, kind of miss the power of Fox in particular to bring its viewers back. I'm not sure you have 1 million people who are stomping their feet in protest as opposed to sitting on the couch, see somebody unfamiliar on the 8 o'clock or the 9 o'clock, switch the channel to watch some sports, but are ultimately going to come back.
All right. Well, Ben Smith, we could be talking much longer about all of this, but we appreciate it. We want to say again, the new book, Traffic, Genius, Rivalry, and Delusion in the billion-dollar race to go viral. It's terrific. It's out now. Pick up a copy. Semafor's Ben Smith, thank you for being here this morning.
Thank you so much, John.
All right.